want to bring back into our conversation Rodney Harrison, CBS News law enforcement contributor. Rodney, for the audience sifting through all this, hearing our conversation here at the desk, hearing from subject experts like yourself, trying to sift the most important things learned so far, how would you prioritize them and how would you help them comprehend both the risks and the next steps?
So let me just touch about the next steps, and there's going to be a host of different search warrants that are going to be performed at different residence locations, computers, cell phones, social media scrubs. Then there's a hotline that the FBI agent produced. They're going to have to go through any tips that are provided. But the one thing that I would like to see going forward is an image of this individual. There's somebody out there that has seen this individual go into a store or be around a certain people, maybe be at a certain religious institution that can help us identify other individuals that he is involved with. So these are probably going to be the next steps going forward. This is not just going to be the job of the FBI and the New Orleans Police Department. This is going to be some type of assistance from everybody in this country to try to get eyes on this incident, see who's involved, and make sure they report it to the authorities.
Rodney, it's sometimes said in casual conversation that we are an over-surveilled society, that there are police cameras or governmental cameras in lots of different places. Some jurisdictions, like New York City, make a kind of public show of that. This is a surveillance part of this investigation. There is a surveillance part of this investigation. You mentioned photographs of this individual, this suspect, 42-year-old Shamsuddin Jabbar. Surveillance cameras might have them already.
Yes, and that's going to help us or the investigating agencies be able to determine the actions of Mr. Jabbar prior to this incident, how he plotted things out, where he was days before this incident. And then once again is this, he's no longer with us, but there are still people that are outstanding that we need to identify. So capturing any type of video or any other intelligence that can help us identify those individuals will be extremely helpful to put a close to this incident.
Rodney, you heard a moment ago our Elizabeth Campbell, who's near the scene of this Airbnb where a search warrant is in process and authorities want to enter that property, probably cautiously for some realistic fear that there might be something either set there or booby-trapped. Talk to us based on your experience about what that part of the investigation will and should look like.
Well, I'm hoping that the investigators involved, before they go inside this location, knowing that there were explosive devices recovered from the vehicle, that they use some type of sniff bomb dogs to go in prior to their entrance of the search warrant and make sure that everything is clear and there's no other explosive devices anywhere in any residence or business that they may have to conduct a search warrant in. So it's important that they use these canines to sniff out any potential explosive devices going further to make sure that nobody else gets hurt.
Is it your assumption, and I understand that I'm using the word assumption, Rodney, but based on your experience, that Airbnb may have a lot or a little evidence for investigators?
Well, whatever little bit of evidence that can be retrieved is going to be instrumental. Regarding how much, the time will be able to tell us that. But these are the little methodical steps that I shared earlier that are going to help us identify other subjects involved with this incident and bring them to justice as well.
Do you glean anything in terms of the quote-unquote sophistication? And I don't mean to use that as a compliment. I just mean that as a multi-layered plot involving not only a ramming incident, but improvised explosive devices, not only in the vehicle, but in the surrounding area. Does that tell you anything important about how premeditated this was?
Well, you just take a look at him wearing a body armor, him going around the police vehicle and going on the sidewalk during this time frame, getting an Airbnb, him being from Texas. There was a lot of plotting involved. Once I first heard about this incident, I actually automatically assumed that he did not perform this act by himself. That's why I stated there's a little bit more of a concern just on the surface. And the other people that are out there that are involved, are they on the run now? And what's going to be the mechanism to make sure that we bring them to justice and hold them accountable? So there's a lot more work that needs to be done through just getting information and tips to recovering video that can show what actions he was performing prior to this incident, to whatever sciences that they can recover from inside the Airbnb, the location in Texas, or anything else that's connected to Mr. Jabbar.
Rodney Harrison, thank you very much.